In a stunning yet deeply human revelation, Kelly Clarkson has confirmed that painful personal issues are behind her decision to take a break from The Kelly Clarkson Show. As one of the most beloved figures in entertainment, a powerhouse vocalist, Emmy-winning talk show host, and mother of two, Clarkson's announcement has shaken fans to their core. It's not just the hiatus itself that has caught people's attention, but the emotional weight behind it. Pop superstar's raw honesty about her mental and emotional struggles has reignited conversations around the cost of fame, burnout, and the toll of personal trauma in the public eye. This isn't just a celebrity stepping back from the spotlight. It's a woman confronting the crushing weight of heartbreak, pressure, and relentless visibility. The breaking point: Clarkson's decision did not come out of nowhere. Insiders close to the star have said that the pressure had been mounting for months. Between juggling her successful daytime talk show, her music career, parenting her two young children, and navigating the aftermath of her highly publicized divorce from Brandon Blackstock, Clarkson was stretched thin. According to one source familiar with the situation, Kelly's been trying to keep everything afloat, but it finally became too much. She's strong, but even strong people need a break. In a recent interview, Clarkson opened up more than ever before, describing a sense of emotional exhaustion that had been quietly building beneath her radiant on-camera persona. "There were days I couldn't get out of bed," she admitted. "I was smiling on the outside because that's my job, but inside I was drowning. I needed to stop pretending I was okay." Behind the scenes, the toll of divorce and single parenthood. Kelly Clarkson's divorce from Brandon Blackstock was finalized in 2022, but the emotional ripple effects have persisted. The battle over finances, custody, and even her Montana ranch played out in the media. But behind those headlines was a woman deeply wounded by the breakdown of her nearly 7-year marriage. During her divorce, Clarkson was granted primary custody of their children, River Rose and Remington Alexander. While she cherishes her role as a mom, the logistics and emotional labor of single parenting while maintaining a high-pressure career proved to be overwhelming. In a recent candid moment on her show, Clarkson teared up while discussing parenting post-divorce. "There's no manual for this. I just try to wake up every day and be the best mom I can be, but some days are really hard." Her comments struck a chord with millions of single parents who saw themselves in her struggle, a powerful reminder that even the most successful public figures are not immune to the pains of real life. A move to NYC, but the pain traveled with her. In a bid for a fresh start, Clarkson moved her talk show from Los Angeles to New York City for its 5th season. At the time, she framed it as a choice motivated by her children's well-being and a desire to find a better work-life balance. "I needed a change," she said in an earlier interview. "I needed to get away from everything that reminded me of what I'd lost." The relocation did help in some ways, giving her and her kids a new routine and a change of scenery. But Clarkson now admits that the emotional baggage she hoped to leave behind came with her. "You can change your zip code, but you can't outrun your pain," she said. "I kept thinking if I just kept busy enough, I wouldn't feel it. But grief has a way of finding you." The strain of perfection. A major theme that keeps surfacing in Clarkson's reflections is the silent pressure to always appear strong. As a woman in entertainment, especially one who has been branded as America's sweetheart since her American Idol days, there's an unspoken expectation that she'll always be upbeat, composed, and full of grace. Clarkson says this expectation became suffocating. "There's this idea that because I sing empowering songs and help other people through their hard times on the show, I have to be invincible," she said. "But I'm not. I'm human. I break down. I cry in the shower. I've screamed into pillows more times than I can count." Fans and colleagues alike have noted the vulnerability that makes her so relatable. But that same vulnerability often left her feeling exposed and depleted. "She gives so much of herself," said a close friend of Clarkson's. "But there hasn't been time for her to refill her own cup." What this hiatus means. The decision to pause The Kelly Clarkson Show, even temporarily, was not made lightly. The show has become a cornerstone of daytime television, winning multiple Daytime Emmy Awards and growing a fiercely loyal fan base. Yet, Clarkson knew it was time to prioritize her own healing. "I love what I do. But I can't be good for anyone if I'm not taking care of myself, she said. This hiatus is not goodbye. It's a pause, a chance to reset, to reconnect with who I am outside of the show and the spotlight. NBC Universal confirmed the hiatus in a brief statement, expressing full support for Clarkson's well-being. Kelly has always put her heart into everything she does. We stand behind her 100% as she takes the time she needs, the statement read. Fan reactions, love, support, and heartbreak. The public's response to Clarkson's announcement has been overwhelmingly empathetic. Social media has been flooded with messages of love, encouragement, and emotional solidarity. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, Kelly Clarkson has always been there for us with her music and her heart. Now it's time for us to be there for her. Take all the time you need, Queen. Another shared, I grew up listening to her songs when I was going through my own family issues. Knowing she's hurting makes me want to hug her through the screen. Even fellow celebrities chimed in, applauding Clarkson's bravery and honesty. Actress and fellow talk show host Drew Barrymore posted, taking time for yourself is the most courageous thing you can do. We love you, Kelly. A legacy of resilience. Kelly Clarkson's story is far from over. This painful chapter is just one part of a larger journey, one that has been marked by resilience, grace, and an unshakable commitment to authenticity. From her humble beginnings in Texas to her rise as American Idol's first winner, and now as a multifaceted star who wears her heart on her sleeve, Clarkson has always connected with people by being real. Her choice to pause, reflect, and heal only deepens that connection. As she takes this time to rest and recover, one thing is certain. Fans will be waiting with open arms when she's ready to return. Until then, the world is wishing Kelly Clarkson peace, love, and healing, because even the strongest among us deserve a break to catch their breath. Though Kelly Clarkson is stepping away from her talk show, she hasn't completely disappeared from public life. In fact, she's been quietly working on healing herself in the most authentic way she knows, through music. Sources close to Clarkson have hinted that her next album is well underway and will reflect the emotional complexity of what she's endured over the past several years. She's writing like she did when she first broke into the industry, one insider said. It's raw, it's personal, and it's not polished in a way that hides the pain. It's real Kelly, no filters. Clarkson herself has alluded to her next musical chapter in a few cryptic social media posts, sparking speculation that fans may soon receive a brutally honest collection of songs that touch on heartbreak, motherhood, healing, and rediscovery. This time, I'm not writing for the charts, she posted. I'm writing to survive. Posts sent fans into a frenzy, with many commenting that her most impactful work has always come from her most vulnerable places. From breakaway to piece by piece, Clarkson has built a legacy by turning pain into power, and this new chapter promises to continue that tradition. Setting an example by saying no. One of the most powerful messages Clarkson is sending by taking this hiatus is that it's okay to say no, even to things you love, when your mental health demands it. In an industry that often glorifies hustle and perfectionism, her decision stands out as a brave act of self-preservation. Mental health advocates have praised Clarkson's openness, noting that her honesty helps destigmatize the very real struggles so many face but are too afraid to name. By stepping back, she's setting an example for her fans and peers alike. Boundaries are not a weakness, but a necessity. She's modeling something that millions of women need to see, said one clinical psychologist. She's showing that even high achievers need to pause, reevaluate, and prioritize themselves. Clarkson has also reportedly begun therapy more intensively in recent months. In one intimate podcast appearance earlier this year, she shared, I used to think therapy was for other people. But when I hit rock bottom, I realized I needed help. And that's okay. Admitting that saved me. The reality of celebrity burnout. Clarkson's story is a poignant reminder that celebrity doesn't shield people from pain. It often amplifies it. Constant scrutiny, relentless pace, and lack of privacy can become unbearable, especially during personal upheaval. Add to that the burden of being a mother raising 2 children through divorce, and it's no surprise that something had to give. Fans have noted how Clarkson has always prioritized others, on her show, in her music, and in her life. But now she's finally prioritizing herself. "Kelly's always been about lifting other people up," said one longtime Kelly Clarkson show producer. "But it's her turn to be lifted now. A future full of possibility." What lies ahead for Kelly Clarkson is still unfolding. For now, she's focusing on her kids, her music, and herself. There's no confirmed date for her return to daytime television, and that's okay. What's more important is that she comes back when she's truly ready, whole, healed, and happy. NBC Universal has reportedly extended full flexibility to Clarkson, offering to work around her schedule if and when she's ready to resume hosting duties. "She has an open door whenever she's ready," one executive said. "There's no pressure, just support." Until then, reruns of The Kelly Clarkson Show continue to air, and her music remains a powerful companion for fans who feel connected to her emotional journey. With every lyric she's ever sung and every heartfelt conversation she's had with a guest, Clarkson has built something lasting, a deep, personal bond with her audience. Messages from the people who love her most. Perhaps the most touching part of this story has been the outpouring of love not just from fans but from Clarkson's inner circle. Her children have reportedly been a huge part of her decision to slow down. "My kids need me to be okay," she said in a recent interview. "They need a mom who smiles because she means it, not because she has to for the camera." Friends, co-workers, and even former American Idol colleagues have expressed their admiration for her decision to prioritize her health. "She's doing the hard thing, the brave thing," said singer and friend Carrie Underwood. "And we're all better for it." Even Simon Cowell, who was once known for his harsh critiques, weighed in during a recent event. "Kelly is the real deal. She's always had this magic. And magic like that needs to be protected." A woman reclaiming her story. What makes Kelly Clarkson's journey so compelling isn't just her fame or talent, it's her humanity. She's not trying to be a role model, she's just trying to be real. And in doing so, she's become more of an inspiration than ever before. Her hiatus is not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. It's a moment of reclamation, of a woman choosing to step away from the noise and tune into her own heart. Clarkson has faced crushing heartbreak, public scrutiny, and career pressures that would buckle most people. But she's still standing, maybe not on a brightly lit stage at the moment, but firmly on her own 2 feet. And when she does return, whether to TV, to the studio, or simply to the public eye, it will be on her own terms. Until then, Kelly Clarkson is doing what many of us dream of but few have the courage to do. Pressing pause, healing deeply, and reminding the world that the most powerful comeback always starts with